Hey there, everybody. Lauren here, Mrs. Tomato Head. Welcome to this week's episode of Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. Happy Thursday to you all if you're watching live. I don't know if something's going on. I'm showing 0 viewers, but from your comments, clearly there's viewers. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? Okay, now the viewers showed up. That's good because I don't want to party by myself with tomatoes. I mean, I would. I do all the time, but it's much more fun sharing with you guys. If it is your first time watching, welcome. I started doing this about 6 weeks ago. Come to you every Thursday at this time for those of you that are able to watch live. I love doing this interactive broadcast where we take a deep dive into various varieties of tomatoes. You know, I like doing rather than, a vast episode of all kinds of tomatoes, I like looking at the individual tomato and finding out history and, you know, crosses and find out more about breeders and all of that. And the more I was doing this during other live shows, the more I was realizing that there's a population of you guys out there who are like me, who like to look at tomatoes. Um, if you're watching live, if you're able to watch live, I love putting comments on the screen just like this. Hi, Green Thumb Gardener. I'm hoping this week will not be as expensive as last week. Sorry about that. It might be. I've got a new to me vendor to share with you guys. Did a trade with him couple weeks ago. I just got the seeds in, and I wanted to share with you a new to me vendor. He's in our group. If you're not a member of my Facebook group, it is Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. We would love to have you. We're narrowing in on almost 4,000 members, and we haven't even been around for a year yet. I started the group, I think it was like July 18th of 2023. Basically just because I was realizing there was a space that was needed for true tomato heads like me to come and where you're able to share links and vendor names and information and just share our in a fun environment with 0 drama. That's what I wasn't finding. I was finding you can't mention links and vendors, which to me didn't make any sense whatsoever. And there was lots of drama where who needs drama? There's too much, trouble and struggle in life. I do tomatoes to escape from my pain and struggle. I don't know about you guys. So there's no place in tomatoes for drama as far as I'm concerned. My shirt, I don't think I've worn this. I took a picture and put it in the group, but I don't think I've worn this one yet. It's supposed to be the phone. It says the tomatoes are calling. I must go. Totally true. Totally true. So let's see. Let's get to some other comments. Who else is here with us? Hi, Rowena. Thanks for being here. Cheryl's here. Hello, hello, hello. Glad you're here, Cheryl. Who else? Luke is here. Hello, Luke. Who else? Green Thumb. Ro is here. You grow, Ro. Hello. Glad you're here. My swamp bitch is here. Holly of the swamp bitch. That one makes me laugh every time. Hi, Sean. Glad you're here. If it is your first time watching, I do give out seeds at the end of the episode. Type in #tomato anytime during the episode to win, and I'll do a drawing. I'm also going to be doing a drawing. I'll talk about it in a couple minutes, but for those of you that may be watching for this reason, I'm going to give away, along with Liz Still from the UK, we're giving away Henry Harrington's dwarf cherry, micro dwarf, which is fantastic. So I'll be doing that drawing in just a bit. But for other drawing for the end of the episode, just type in #tomato anytime during the broadcast. Hi, Jerry. Glad you're here. Satya is here. Hello. Dee's Garden Adventures. Hello. Glad you guys could join me. Adrian Samples here. Hello. Rooted in Texas. Hello. Glad you could join us. Ramonte's here. Hello, everyone. Yay, new 10 tasty tomatoes. Lauren, I've been wondering, what's your secret for finding such tasty tomatoes? You know what, Ramonte? That's a great question. It's probably very similar to how you find tasty tomatoes, I think. They seem to find me. I mean, I do spend a lot of time researching tomatoes. I love everything about tomatoes. It kind of drives me crazy when I see a picture of a tomato with a name and I know nothing else about it, which is kind of what the show is about. And it always seems that the tasty ones, the interesting ones sort of find me. I bet you would agree with that, Ramonte, as far as you. I don't spend time like deeply searching and say, I need to come up with 10 for this week. I never do that. They really just seem to come to me. And today I've got this vendor, spoiler alert, der Tomatenflüsterer, Thomas Seidl from Austria. I'm going to be showcasing some of his varieties today. Before I get into that too, and I want to get to more of your comments, I got last week, not on Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce, but the day after, I did an unboxing from Graf Samina from Ukraine, and I had gotten my second envelope, the second order I did, and not the first. Well, my first came 2 days ago, and I'm so excited. I did show during that unboxing, I did show some of the things I ordered from that first one. Her Darson one accidentally fell into soil. It might be too late. I don't know, but it's just too spectacular to not try. And all of the micros I got from her, especially that Chocoladnik, that fell into soil yesterday. All the micros fell into soil. So, and I saw some pictures in the group that many of you are getting your orders from her in Ukraine also. So very exciting. It's great being able to help her out in war-torn Ukraine, but also feeding our addiction to great tomatoes, and she's got some great ones. Who else is here? Lynn Palmer's here. Hello. Glad you could join us. Hi, Mama Easy. Glad you like my shirt. Yeah, thank you. The shirts seem to find me too. Linda's here. No drama tomato, Mama. I love it. True, true, true. Speaking of Mama, Mother's Day here in the United States is this Sunday. So happy Mother's Day to all of my fellow tomato mamas. I showcased these in the group the other day, but this kind of ties into Mother's Day. So Lena Halberstadt from, she's also known as Jersey Tomato Chick on Instagram. She's got a great Instagram page, Jersey Tomato Chick. Lena Halberstadt. She designed these awesome postcards, which I believe she said are shirts also. And she was generous enough to send them to me. Some of them are Mother's Day. So let me show you. You can private message her or go on Instagram if you'd like to place an order for these great cards. This one, they're great quality. And the back has this great tomato like notebook paper, but it's really, really great quality. This one says, tomatoes have a strong pull on me. This one says, may the sauce be with you, for May the 4th. This one's my favorite, I must say. Proud tomato mom. Look at her with the tomatoes in the stroller. I often feel like that. This is a good one too. Happy Mother's Day, AKA the last frost date. What are you waiting for? Those tomatoes won't plant themselves. So here in New Jersey, home of the famous Jersey tomato, which I'm very proud to be a part of that state. It's been known, not a myth. It's always been a thing for gardeners. The last frost date is Mother's Day, which is funny because Mother's Day always falls on a different date. So yeah, normally you don't plan out before Mother's Day or you're asking for trouble. I did that last year. This is another, look how beautiful that is, that beadwork. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even see. She wrote me a note. Didn't even see that. Oh, thanks, Lena. Somehow I missed that one. This one's gorgeous too. It's like a quilt. This one says, I love you almost as much as I love tomatoes. I think she's got one or two more also. So thank you, Lena, for those. And if you guys are interested in getting those, again, she is in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. You can private message her, Lena Halberstadt. So happy Mother's Day to all of you in the U.S. And even if you're not in the U.S., I know the U.K. has a different Mother's Day. Canada has a different Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of my tomato moms out there, whether you're celebrating Mother's Day now or not. We have, if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do that. I assume you're either watching from YouTube or you're watching from my Facebook page, Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head, but chances are you're on YouTube. But if you can hit subscribe, trying to get to 1,000 followers. I'm slowly inching towards that. It just helps out with a lot of things. I get more capabilities. I can maybe start to make a little bit of money to help offset some of my costs, which would be great. And hey, I think I've got good content. So if you could just please subscribe, that would be helpful. We have, here's a little housekeeping here. Meraki seeds from Greece. Helena is in our group. She wrote me this morning to let me know that she's having a 40% off sale from now, May 8th until the 12th. I think it's on everything in her shop, but let me give you guys a link because I know you want to order more tomato seeds. Oh, did I not put it up? Well, it's merakiseeds.com. Yes, MERAKI seeds.com. She's got great stuff. Lots. If you're into lawn keepers, she has tons of lawn keepers. One of the most extensive collections I've seen, probably the most. And she's got a lot of articles on lawn keeper winter storage tomatoes also. So if you're looking for more seeds, 40% off, you can't beat it. And she told me she's going to be doing a special TLC sale sometime soon. So we'll look out for that. In big news, so you guys haven't seen me and Jen share any info about it because we've still been working out logistics. We are still having our Tomato Talk live tomorrow. We are doing it it's a special episode because we are driving to meet halfway, Jen and I. Tomato Talk Live, Lauren and Jen together in person. Woo! I can't wait. I can't believe it. I think Jen and I are really in disbelief that this is really happening. But it is. I just booked it's supposed to be rainy. So we determined the meet spot or the mid spot for both of us is a town called Carlisle, Pennsylvania. If any of you are within driving distance of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, we have rented this pavilion at Letort Park. I will put more info in the group at Letort Park. It's in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. We would love to have you stop by and say hello. It would be awesome sauce. So Jen's driving 2 hours. I'm driving 2 hours. There's actually a site that shares what, halfway points are, and Carlisle, Pennsylvania came up. So I spoke with the Parks and Rec Department in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, looked at their different pavilions, and this is what we've got. The Lion Pavilion at Letort Park. It would be just incredible if anybody wants to take a road trip and drive to meet us in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I might even have some plants if you want to take some plants home with you. That would be great. If you think you can meet us, give Catherine. Yeah, seriously, that would be so amazing for whoever wants to take the road trip. The show is going to be, we're going to start it early. We're going to start at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 2 hours earlier than normal. But we will be there earlier than that. Probably aim to be there around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So Central European Standard Time, I believe, is 6 hours ahead of us. So that's 11 p.m. CEST, 2 p.m. Pacific time. We thought we would do it a little earlier this month to hopefully not be as painful for our overseas viewers. And so we're going to be there. We would love to have you stop by, say hello. And I will bring extra plants if you guys think you can come. I've got plants that need some homes, some really good ones too. So we would love to see you there. I'll put more info in the group. Again, it is at Letort Park. That's our little pavilion for the day, the Lion Pavilion. So that's really exciting. Don't I wish I could drive to Carlisle, Pennsylvania? Me too. Oh yeah, Swamp Bitch, you're too far. But if you guys think you're going to be there, let us know. We will be sure to be there at a certain time. And we would love to say hello. What a great meetup opportunity that would be. But Jen and I are very excited to meet each other. It kind of doesn't seem real still, even though I just booked the pavilion. So that would be amazing. Linda, yeah, way too far for me. Yeah, it's going to be too far for a lot of people, but need to come down south soon also. Yeah, maybe we go on location. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, get me 1,000 subscribers, I'll get paid $1 million and we'll go on location. Amanda, 4 hours for me. How far is it for you, Lauren? It's only 2 hours and change for me, apparently, like 2 hours 15 minutes, something like that. So while you're still in New Jersey, you must be 2 hours away from me, I imagine. So yeah, that's exciting. So before I start talking about the varieties, and I need to pay attention to the time because I have my friend from high school, Sue Ellen, is coming to pick up her many plants for me. I grow for her every year. I love doing it. Rob and I love doing it. Although I must say I'm very proud of myself. And I know I've shared that we started our seeds 3 weeks later than last year. I vowed I was going to do this, start 3 weeks later, and then succession sow, which is what I've been doing. And the plants are much more manageable this year. They're still really big, but they're much more manageable. Here is, well, not exactly. Hang on. This is what my plants look now. So I shared this in the group the other day. Do I have a picture of, no. So I was using the Bootstrap Farmer 3.3-inch pots to start my seeds in this year instead of solo cups. They hold the exact same amount of soil. I checked, and I loved them. We can't plant out, not because of the weather. We could plant out now if we wanted to, especially with the extended forecast. We still haven't been able to put our 4 new beds in. That's going to be this weekend. And then next weekend, we have a wedding in New Hampshire. I shared that last week. So we're not even going to be here. That would normally be when we plant. So we're not going to be able to plant out for 2 more weeks. And keeping them in the cups would have been really stressing on them. So I decided to up pot them, and I got these new seedling grow bags that are taller than wide, as you can see. So where's the picture? Oh, thought I had the picture here. All right, well, look here. So these 2 bins have the old grow bags I was using and I've been promoting forever. They're 9 by 9-inch seedling grow bags. They're fantastic. They allow airflow into the soil. I know somebody mentioned about drying out. I don't find that, but I use Fox Farm Ocean Forest, which tends to stay damp anyway. So I think it would really depend on your soil. I do water every couple days. But I started thinking, like, some of my plants get really tall, and I was sort of wishing, I love to bury my plants because I think that really lends itself to great root development. And I'm thinking, I would really like to find grow bags that aren't necessarily as wide, but taller, so I could bury them. So I found them. This is them. So they are about 8-inch, 7.87-inch by 13.77-inch, and able to continue, like I was doing in the cups, continually add soil up and then just roll it up. And they're great. I have a link. I bought them on Amazon. They're not easy to find, I will tell you. The exact ones that I purchased, which was only 2 weeks ago, I was searching to add it into the group, the link, the other day, and it says currently unavailable. But I found another brand on Amazon that has the exact same size. So here's the link to that. Putting right in the comments. This slide, it doesn't do a great job showing, but the one on the right is a plant we had last year in the 9-inch grow bags. And the one on the left is the new, it's like 8 by 14-inch. I want to show you guys a short video I made for Jen and showed Kina also last weekend when I was up potting. it's funny for a couple reasons. It shows the grow bags, which is why I wanted to show it. But there's also a funny variety that I want to show you. It's just a quick one. Let's do this. So I got these new seedling grow bags. You've probably seen the old ones. Let me show you. They were these 9x9. I've started using them. 9x9 inch seedling grow bags, which I've used for years. You've seen that. And then I was realizing that some of them, this one, good example, they start to get really tall and I wish I could bury them even deeper. So I'm thinking, like, I really just need the length to keep burying it. I don't necessarily need the width. So I found these, I forget what they are, like 7 by 13. So they're not as wide, but they're very tall, which is great. So you can keep burying them. I've got some rolled down here. So I'm up potting to all of these. But why I want to show this to you is because one of the varieties that Jake picked, Sand Penis, nice, thank you, Kina, is extraordinarily tall. So I've had to, this is Sand Penis. By far our tallest one. Pun not lost on me, or whatever you want to call it, irony. But look how tall these are. So these bags are great when you need to bury like a super tall one. But of course it's Sand Penis. Hope you're having a good day, my love. Bye. So Sand Penis needed, as Jen said, Sand Penis needed an extra large condom. I would not have grown that one, but that was my son's pick, so that's what he's getting. So anyway, those are the seedling grow bags, and I really am liking them a lot so far. I saw somebody else. Hi, Brian. I may have to wait another 2 weeks too. Thanks for sharing the link to the new deeper grow bags. You're welcome. Yeah, it's weird. I only ordered them like 2 weeks ago, and for some reason, this one company, they had like 8 different sizes you could get, and all of a sudden I'm realizing the 8x14 ones are no longer there, but I did find, after much looking, I did find that other variety. It looks the same to me. But you would think it would be, it wouldn't be so difficult. I should also mention the taller ones, they take less soil than the 9-inch seedling grow bags, excuse me, which is great. Because those other ones took a lot of soil. And while these certainly take enough soil to bury, not as much, which is great for your pocketbook. So that's the grow bags. Got tomorrow's show. Oh, I want to show you guys. I showed last week, so I'm attempting to make my own I shouldn't say attempting. I did. I'm creating my own micro dwarf variety, and I showed it last week, and or I showed one of them. I've got 4 growing, and they're these great plants that I crossed Tiny Totem with Funny Plum Yellow, and I showed the plants last week. They were not ripening. Well, guess what? I have one ripening, and it's really exciting and very surprising. Hang on. The plants are starting to look a little stressed because they've got so much fruit on them, but look at this. It's a golden, so far, golden with pink blush. It's like a bicolor. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's getting soft. Excuse me, I'm talking too much. I better still have my voice for tomorrow. Isn't that beautiful? If I do say so myself. I expected red. Red is a dominant gene. So this is surprising. Can't wait to, excuse my cut up hands, gardening accidents galore. Isn't that really pretty? Yeah. Very surprising. Very surprising. Now, this is only F1. What comes out in F2, I don't know. But, I mean, that would be something else, huh? Like a little bicolor micro that's heart. Great big, look how much fruit is on these. Great big fruits. I was telling Michael Kelly, I'm like, so far I love the height. I love the production. I love the shape. And so far, I love the color. I just hope I like the flavor because that would really stink. So I will be sure to keep you guys posted. Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, surprising, right? Hi, Nicole. Glad you're here. Cynthia, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It feels so accomplished to like, I've got Bananas Noir, which is our tomato. Many of you have it. That was an accidental cross in our garden that we stabilized. I'm dehybridizing some micros, growing out a couple mutations, but that is our first deliberate cross. It feels very accomplished. Saw a question. Mindy, which one is it, Lauren? This is my own micro that I was showing. I'm I am creating my own micro dwarf. And I think I'm calling it Drop the Micro. Get it? Like drop the mic? I'm not sure. That name's a work in progress, but that's what I'm thinking. Teens and their humor. I'd like to say my son is a teen. He is not. He's 26. That's the funny part. What food in the ground for these tomatoes? Not sure what you're asking. If you're asking about fertilizer, I like Neptune's Harvest products. I like their kelp meal for a liquid fertilizer. When I plant, I use in the hole we put Neptune's Harvest crab and lobster, kelp meal, mycorrhizal fungi, and worm castings in the hole. And then other than that, we don't fertilize all that often, maybe every 3 to 4 weeks. Grow bags are a little different. We use the Neptune's Harvest every couple weeks, but I'm not on a set schedule. We watch the plants. We let the plants talk to us. If they look stressed, we add something. If they look thirsty, we water, but we're not on a set schedule for anything. Tomatoes, to me, are a very natural thing in nature. They existed long before humans were inserting themselves into their life. So I listen to the plant. That's kind of my theory. Do you love the name, Francis? Thank you. I keep thinking, like, if I just say drop the mic, will people understand that it's drop the mic? I don't know, but I guess you do. Amanda, I'm growing an intentional woolly zwerg and jewel beetle. That would be a great cross for sure. I shared last week, I'm doing a whole series using tiny totem pollen. I've just done ink spot and looking to do it with Candyberry, Vilma, Henry Harrington's. So looking to do all that using tiny totem because I like the height of tiny totem, the flavor, the production, the size. I love it all. Olivia, big fruits too. It has tits and such a pretty girl. I'm glad you think so. Have you found grow bags need more water? I'm using grow bags this year, and it seems I have to water them longer than buckets or pots. Some people say yes. We have peppers. We have these really old, like plastic terracotta pots that we put peppers in. Those seem to dry out more than our grow bags. They do dry out much faster than in ground or in raised beds for sure. But for me, does a grow bag dry out quicker than in a pot? I don't think so. But again, I really think it depends on the soil you use. I'm becoming more and more convinced of that. Fox Farm Ocean Forest stays moist. Other soils don't. So it's really hard to judge depending on the soil. Somebody was talking about those seedling grow bags and drying out. I really don't have that experience. I water them every couple days, but I feel, and I can also lift them up and feel weight wise how much moisture they have. They do have, we have moisture meters also that can stick into soil if we need it in the summer. Cheryl, I'm so jealous of y'all getting to meet up at PA. Y'all need to come see us in Oklahoma and Texas. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ramata, tomatoes speak with us. We just need to learn tomato language. Yes, I agree. I agree. And that's what I try to do. I try to listen to them. They talk to us. I'd always definitely have to water grow bags more often and thoroughly every time. Really, more than pots. Really, maybe it depends on the type of pots you use. My terracotta, I guess, even though it's plastic terracotta, that would absorb heat too. I find those really dry out. My micros inside, I was growing in 1-gallon pots, switched to 1-gallon grow bags, and the pots definitely dried out more than the grow bags for sure, which is interesting. But there's no question, for me at least, that grow bags do dry out. You have to water them much more frequently than, say, in the ground. But, versus pots, I'm not sure that I'm convinced of that for me and the soil I use. Amanda, I think our climate is also pretty humid. Nothing dries out for us here. Good point, Amanda. Very good point. We do have humidity in New Jersey. That's a factor that's really important. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, that's a great point, Amanda. Thank you. This is why I love this show. We come to we have these epiphanies and aha moments together. You're so right. The humidity in the air doesn't matter the temperature, but the humidity would really play a part in that. Thanks, Amanda. Good point. I used to always add perlite to my bag soil, which increases drainage. Now I'm using vermiculite, which retains water in my grow bags. Interesting. I heard something, I think during one of my shows, somebody was talking about vermiculite not necessarily being good for worms. I have no idea if that's true or why. If you're the person who said that and you want to explain, I've used both. I just got a couple big bags to put in our new beds, and I amended the soil in our potato beds a couple weeks ago. I think it was perlite. I get them confused, but not trying to spread misinformation here about the worm thing, but I don't remember what the person said. I just remember thinking like vermiculture with worms and vermiculite, you'd think that would be good for worms. I don't know. I use vermiculite religiously and I have a healthy number of worms. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. It was somebody during one of my shows, though, and I meant to investigate more. Do not at all go by what I just said about being bad for worms, because I can't confirm that. But somebody said something about that. I would do your own investigation. Don't listen to me. But I was curious about that. Mine just say, eat me, eat me, eat me when you're talking to your tomatoes. Yes. Missy, black bags dry out faster here than my green bags. Another great point. Yeah, black will absorb the sun more. And so that's a really great point. Did I take a picture of this? Oh, I did. So I have another experiment that I'm doing. I know I've talked to you guys about my garage tomatoes, which I started last year. I start a certain amount of tomatoes earlier than the others and let them get big. And then I put them in grow bags and I, if needed, drag them in the garage at night when it's cold, drag them out during the day. I did it with a few. I haven't up potted all of them, but this is Bill Yoder's Suffer Well. And I kind of took a page from my grow bags, the seedling grow bags, in that I used potato 10-gallon grow bags that are narrower but taller. So this is rolled down, if you can see in the picture, that's rolled down. So as the plant gets bigger, I can continually add soil going up. If you use grow bag, I have a lot of potato grow bags. We used to grow potatoes in them. We don't any longer. I don't know if that's going to be a problem for tomatoes or not. I did wash it out, but we shall see. But I thought I would give that a shot. There's a company on Amazon. I know that they're a USA company, and they sell tall grow bags. I didn't get the link. If you're interested in the link to this company, you can private message me and I'll get it for you. But I got their 2-gallon grow bags for some micros and I really like them. They're narrow but tall. and they talk about root health for tomatoes specifically. So I'm like, hey, I've got 10-gallon tall grow bags. Why not give it a try? Look how good that Suffer Well looks from Bill's Depeche Mode collection. I like it. Yes, they do make tan grow bags too. Oops. I'm liking this taller grow bag idea. Yeah, me too, Sathya. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm not sure why I hadn't thought of that before, but I'm always like, bury deep, bury deep. They make tan grow bags too. They do. I don't think I have any tan ones. I've got green. And one year I got like a bright orange. It's ugly, but I think that's all that was available. I'm seeing people add their entry in. If you're just joining us, make sure you type in #tomato in the comments to win. Okay. I want to get to, how am I going to do this? I want to get to the drawing for Henry Harrington's. This is Henry Harrington's bush cherry. The seeds were given to me by a member from New Zealand. I'm not going to mention her name. I hope she knows how thankful I am, only because I don't want her getting inundated with requests to get these seeds. They're only available in New Zealand. There is one company that will ship internationally for an enormous amount of money. CEST seeds. It's like 32 Australian dollars, which I think translates to around $20 US, even for a $3 pack of seeds. So I grew this. It turned out to be one of the best micros I've ever had. It is nice and compact, adorable. It was super healthy, very productive. The fruits were delicious, had lots of seeds and goo like I like. Really sweet, with just the right tang. Delicious. I'm regrowing it to do a taste off with Vilma and Candy Berry. Those three need a valid taste off. I did do a taste off between Vilma and Candy Berry last year. It was last year. It was last year. And Vilma edged out Candy Berry, but I think we deserve a new taste off. So I've restarted all three of those. But member Liz Still from the UK, hi Liz, if you're watching, she decided she wanted to buy more packs of these seeds to give away to members of TLC or our viewers here. No, it's actually just members of TLC. That's where I took the names from. So members of Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. She bought several packs to give away, and I have my own seeds that are just fermented and dried. And we decided we were going to give away 10 packs of 10 seeds. And I had a post in the group for a couple days for you to enter. The amount of posts, it was little over 200 people entered to win. And I spoke with Liz and we agreed we'd like to give it to more people. So we've decided to give away 20 and 5 seeds per person. Thank you, Liz, by the way, for your generosity. You spent a lot of money on these, and she came to me all excited, wanting to give away these seeds. We both would like these seeds to be shared with all. It's a great microdwarf. People don't necessarily give microdwarfs the attention they're worth. There are some really great ones, and this is one of them. And again, my friend in New Zealand, thank you. She can no longer trade, but she is a member of the group, and I'm very, very grateful. So we're going to give away 20 of these, and I want to draw them fast because I don't want to take the entire episode. I will be publishing the names of the winners. I want to do this quickly. So you don't have to be here to win, but I'm going to do this as quickly as possible. So I will announce it. I'm going to try to do 20 real quick. Hang on here. Okay, click to spin. Click. Okay, number 1. If you are here and you're a winner, please private message me or Liz. Vanessa Sanders, congrats. So many of you wrote some amazing Ugh, I'm not showing it. Ah, wait, am I? Okay. Not sure what I was doing there. Lori Lutz dog. So many of you wrote some heartwarming things about, wanting to grow this to share seeds and all of that. And it was Liz and I were talking, it was like heart-wrenching and beautiful, and we just want to give them away to as many people as possible. Hu Hyun Finn. Congrats. These are really that good. They would make a great gift too. They're so compact, these plants, that they were super healthy. D Ivory. Congrats, D. Clearly, you can see it took a lot of time to put these names in, but that's okay. Lucy Reed. Congrats, Lucy. I feel like you've been a big winner of things lately. Okay, that was 5. Oh, Deb. Congrats, Deb. Eva Cabrera. Congrats. Reading the comments from this post just really drove home and reminded me of how wonderful our group is. Everybody's so selfless in TLC. They really are. Cassia Bolat, congrats, Cassia. People writing that they want to, grow it with their child, that they want to grow it just so they can share seeds, share throughout the world. It really is just so beautiful. Malachi Jen wanted to grow it. She wants to grow it with her daughter's classroom next season. Pretty Joshi, congrats. Okay, we're just about halfway done. Thank you guys for bearing with me. But you all took the time to write, and I thought we can do this live. And oh, is that Luke? Luke, congrats, Luke. That was number 10. Okay, halfway done. 10 more. Anyway, you guys wrote some great things. Katrina Devine. So again, if you win, if you could and you see this, please private message me, but I will be posting a full list of the winners, probably not today or tomorrow since I'm a bit busy with tomorrow's show and all that. Roseanne Gurdon, congrats, Roseanne. But as soon as I can, I will publish the list in the group so those who aren't here will know that they won. Okay, that was 12. Number 13. Erin Danielson, congrats, Erin. So how are your gardens going, you guys? How have you planted out yet? How's the weather? Mary Dawn Long Rivas, congrats, Mary. I know those of you in the Midwest have been really hammered with some weather. So I hope everything's okay. Write in the comments if you've been affected by that. I feel like every day on the news, it's just tons of tornadoes that are taking out towns, and it's really heartbreaking. Santana Rose Melton, congrats, Santana. Okay, we've got 5 more. This is for Henry Harrington's dwarf cherry, all the way from New Zealand. And thank you again, Liz Still, for being my prize buddy on this and being so generous, spending a lot of money in shipping just so you could give these away to our members. Doc La Madrid, congratulations. La Madrid. Yeah, Liz is incredibly generous because it was not cheap getting shipping on these for sure. There's only 2 companies that sell it. The other one, Angela Mathis, congrats, Angela. One is called Felt.nz, and I believe they're the ones that originated this from the Henry Harrington's collection. And then this other site, why am I not thinking of the name now? Annalia Ratliff, congratulations. Setha's seeds. They are in New Zealand, but they and they do carry it also. I've never seen it for sale anywhere else. So getting them in the United States is very tricky unless you're willing to pay an enormous amount of money. Kit, congratulations, Kit. Okay, we've got one more. And as always, please bear with me as far as prizes go. Liz is going to get hers out as well. We're going to discuss together who sends who's out. Last one, Rose Trepanero. Congratulations, Rose. So please bear with us as far as getting those out. So congratulations, everybody. We're happy to give out to 20 winners, and I will extend this to anybody who wins my drawing for today. If you would like to win Henry Harrington's dwarf cherry, or bush cherry, it's also known as, that could be one of your choices to win today. The other prizes are, thanks to Heirloom Seed House, Evan has given us a whole bunch. He's donated a lot. So you'll have your choice of a couple varieties and 10% off coupon. Thank you, Evan. Okay, let's get to who I'm focusing on this week. And that is Der Tomatenflüsterer. Thomas Seidl is in our group. I first came across him. Well, here's his website, tomatenflüsterer.at, Austria. It translates to the tomato whisperer. Thomas is the tomato whisperer. And I first learned of him because I think it was in my very first 2024 Grow Out episode. I shared that just that day, Jen and I were given seeds by a member named Tim, whose grandfather bred this cherry variety called Karl's Emslandtraube. His name is Karl Schneidegers. I forgot the S at the end. Karl Schneidegers, and his grandson Tim reached out to Jen wanting to give her seeds. Sent it to me accidentally. I said, "I'll take seeds too if you would like." And so I did some research, and the only site I found it on was Der Tomatenflüsterer, which is site from Austria rather. So let me show you what the site looks like. We did a trade, but even though he packaged it as if it was an order. Beautiful packaging. And check this out. Look at this. Look at those seed packets. Look at the information, the photos, everything is right on there. Let's take a closer look. Look at this little purple heart. How cool is that? It's got the height, the weight, the type of tomato, the origin, if he knows it. Really great. He's got some great stuff. But let's take a closer look at his website before I go on any further. Here he is. Thomas Seidl, the tomato whisperer, with a red hot chili pepper shirt on. I love it. He says, I started growing tomatoes and other vegetables in 2012. I didn't know how this passion would develop. I was and I'm not satisfied with the tomatoes on offer in the supermarket. They simply taste like nothing. And then he said he bought the first 20 tomato varieties on eBay and was amazed at the varieties. Most importantly, he realized how good tomatoes can actually taste. They don't use chemicals or artificial fertilizers. The beds are only heavily fertilized before the season with horn shavings, dung pellets, and primary rock powder. We also save water. All tomatoes in the field are only watered well when planting and then no more. So he's a dry farmer. Interesting. But this doesn't harm the plants. They can develop roots up to 2 meters deep and supply themselves with the deep soil water. I agree, Thomas. This makes the tomatoes extremely tasty. Also agree. Many garden visitors have already seen this for themselves. My wish is that as many people as possible can be convinced by the good taste and that all the wonderful varieties are grown in my gardens. In this way, we make a major contribution to maintaining variety. I run the shop together with my wife, Dagmar, and I strive to fulfill your orders as quickly as possible. However, since we are only a small family business, things don't work quite as quickly as we are all used to from the internet giants. So that is Der Tomatenflüsterer. Please make note, you cannot, well, he doesn't ship to the United States and some other countries from his website, but he can take your order over private messenger, which is what I did. So let me give you the link to the website. I'll put it right in the comments here. Depending on where you are, and you should look at the shipping terms about where he ships himself. If he doesn't ship to you, private message him. He does take PayPal. He's going to make this whole thing official in the fall, he said. But for now, if you'd like to place an order, just, maybe put a cart together on the website, but you can private message him. His name is Thomas Seidl, Seidl. He is in TLC, so you can find him there. And again, website tomatenflüster.at or the Tomato Whisperer. So what did I get? Again, beautiful packaging. It was tough to choose. He's got some really, really interesting varieties. And some interesting crosses too. Let's see this first one. Let me put him up. These variety sets look neat. Variety set of colorful cocktail tomatoes. Oh, so he's got all these variety packs. And it contains Lollipop, Orange Sucernald, Galapagos, Green Pear, Grenelle Rouge, and Lost Marbles. Interesting. So let me take a look. What's this first one I got? I want to show you guys. It's Cherokee Lime Stripes, but it's crossed with something. Look at this. We grew Cherokee Lime Stripes last year. It was awesome sauce. Really great variety. This is just the same thing I got. Yes, it is. Cherokee Lime Stripes Junction. It's only an F2, which I love. I love this. Here's another photo. Look at this beautiful tomato. Oh, look at that interior. My goodness. Here's what he says about it. The original Cherokee Lime Stripes was bred by Bill Jeffers from the Cherokee Lime variety. The fruits are spectacularly colored green-pink. The skin is striped. This new variant appeared in my garden in 2022 and no longer has any stripes. The fruits ripen to an intense ochre green. The taste is identical to the Cherokee Lime Stripes. Since I really like this unusual color variant, I will continue to grow the cross and hope that it remains stable. The second generation produced similar fruits again. The plants are very productive. It remains exciting. What will the fruits look like next year? Well, unfortunately, pretty sure it's a little late for things to be falling. Oh, for goodness sakes. I didn't do anything. Let's get back here. I slid the mouse and all of a sudden I'm off the air. I swear it does it just to keep me on my toes. Okay. So you're back to Cherokee Lime Stripes Junction, and it says on the packet, Cherokee Lime Stripes Kruzung F2. I guess that means junction. He also has a great YouTube channel. Am I sharing this? Yeah. So he has a lot of reviews on his varieties too.
Hier habe ich die Pflanze der Cherokee Lime Stripes, aber die verkreuzte Version aus dem Vorjahr. Die Früchte, die haben keine Streifen mehr.
So you want to
Die
check
Färbung
that.
ist ein bisschen anders.
You want to check that out, even if he's not speaking your language. If you go on his website and on the varieties, you can find his YouTube channel will be in quite a few of the reviews. So you can, I was going to give it now, but I would need to leave his website. So, all right, let's get back to that. So yeah, if you go to his varieties, you will see often these video pop-ups, and you can find his great YouTube channel. Sometimes it doesn't, for me, it doesn't even matter if I understand if it's in a different language or not. I watch quite a few Ukrainian, Russian videos that are in different languages. I just want to see the thing. And this is a really great one. What's your thoughts on the flavor of micro Blauzimmer? It's full of fruit, just waiting for them to start turning. I liked Blauzimmer tomate a lot. Surprising, because I don't like tomatoes with antho. I generally don't. But I still give them a shot. But micros seem to be a different story. Tartufo, Blauzimmer tomate, ink spot. There's a mutation I have that I'm working on right now. That's an antho. That was delicious. There's more. There's others. They're really, really good. So yeah, I really liked Blauzimmer tomate a lot. Cheryl agrees. It's my fave, Harley. Yeah, you should like that. The only problem with the antho micros is they take a long time to ripen, but that's okay. Worth the wait. All right, so that's Cherokee Lime Stripes Junction F2. So I'm definitely adding that to my grow list for next year. There was another interesting cross that I wanted to share. Where is it? Where did it go? Is this it? It's like a pit viper. Did it fall out? I think it was a pit viper cross. Or is that from Graf Samina? Maybe it's this one. All right, yeah. Here's another interesting cross that I ordered. Desdemona's heart intersection or junction F4. This says, originally Desdemona's heart is a commercial Russian variety and a yellow-orange ox heart. During cultivation in 2020, something must have crossed over and the fruits ripened to a green tone. Normally, I don't continue to grow hybrid varieties. An exchange partner of mine from Lithuania, near Regina, was so enthusiastic about the variety that I grew it again. The now fourth generation has developed green heart-shaped fruits again and tastes exceptionally good, sweet and fruity with a touch of acid. Since I only know of one green ox heart, which is Reinhardt's Green Heart, and the taste of the fruit is excellent, I will continue to cultivate the variety and hope that it remains stable. If you would also like to try this variety, you are welcome to purchase seeds. However, due to the very early selection, there still may be deviations in the fruit. I don't care about deviations. I like growing out things like that. This is gorgeous. I haven't grown Desdemona's heart. Have any of you grown it? I have not. But that's beautiful. I like my green when ripes. I love that amber, greenish ochre color. Love it. Love it. And like the last one, he's got a video on it, on his YouTube channel.
Hier stehe ich bei Desdemonas Heart, aber meine verkreuzte Version, die mittlerweile in der 4. Generation angelangt ist.
Okay,
Einfach
so
nicht mehr.
I just love these videos of his. Let's see, there's so many interesting ones. Here's one. He has a couple varieties by a breeder that I've been interested in lately, named Phil Seneca from Good Mind Seeds, which is now shut down. But this one I'm pretty sure is one of his. It's called Notchley. Yes, it is by Phil Seneca. It says it's bred by Phil Seneca from Good Mind Seeds in the USA. I think he's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as a matter of fact. Notchley is the Nahuatl word for prickly pear. I believe Phil Seneca has Native American in him. A lot of his seeds are named, or varieties are named after Native American words, a term from the Aztec language. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's Aztec. I thought it was Native American. The variety it must be Aztec then. I apologize for the misinformation. The variety produces a lot of fruit in both hot and colder temperatures, but it does not tolerate rainy weather very well. The tomatoes are perfectly round and have a long shelf life. The taste is good and balanced with the good tomato aroma of the past. Early is also a good keyword. The fruits have a very short ripening period, 60 to 65 days. Wow. Wow, that's a beautiful little thing. Very, very nice. Great. He's got great photos too. And again, the seed packets, they're just fantastic. I love that. I keep all my seeds in a binder with clear sleeves. And I keep them all in alphabetical order, of course. And I love being able to just see what it looks like right on there. I'm a very visual person. So even my spreadsheet, for those of you that have seen it, I've got lots of photos on each variety. Oh, Yvette. Oh, my Notchley died. Wanted them so badly. Oh, too bad. Has anybody else grown it? I would love to hear more about it. That's really early, 60 to 65 days. Julia says she grew Desdemona's heart, said it was wonderful. A green Desdemona, OMG. Yeah. Yep. Private message, Thomas. Hi, Kathy. Congrats to all the winners of Henry Harrington's Bush Cherry. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. I know I kind of blew through it because I wanted to get to all 20 names. And like I said, Liz and I really wanted to extend the 10 to 20. And I just, wanted to do it live on the air just so you know that there's no funny business going on. But Yvette with Notchley, too bad. Has anybody else grown that variety? Want some of those Notchley? Yeah. Seeds. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. It sounds great. I should also mention that the nice thick plastic he uses too. And I just love how it came. Very, very nice. Okay, here's one that sounded interesting. They all sounded interesting. Otherwise, I wouldn't have order it. Hang on, let me share the screen again. So I'm growing something else of Phil Seneca's. I think two things. I'm growing turtle purple. There's a second one too, which is escaping my mind right now. Hatho? Yes, I think it's Hatho. Hatho. I'm almost positive this is also, which is a green one ripe. So this will be my first growing any Phil Seneca varieties this year. So be excited to see how it is. That turtle purple sounds incredible. I showcased both of those on my 2024 grow list episodes. All right, let's get back to what I got. This one is Professor Klaprott's Spitz or Spites. And if any of you have grown any of these, give us a shout out. Professor Klaprott's tip, I guess it translates to. The website, at least on my desktop, it automatically translates for me. I think Google Chrome does that. But this is an interesting looking variety, huh? I guess the tip is referring to the tip on there. Kind of looks like a Longkeeper winter storage one, doesn't it? It's got thick skin, but it's got that Pianolo del Vesuvio look to it. What does it say? Actually, the Professor Klaprott's tip variety should be a bush tomato, at least if the internet is to be believed. But it quickly turned out that this is a normal growing variety. The origin of the variety is quite confusing. Apparently, it comes from a certain Professor Klaproth. He is said to have received the seeds from a friend from the GDR. Not sure what that is, maybe someplace in Germany. Unfortunately, nothing more is known. The fruits of the variety have the eponymous sharp nose or tip and are very similar to the Venus breast variety. They have thick skin and can be stored for a long time. Ah, I was right. Long keeper. They tasted surprisingly good, classic tomato flavor with a pleasant sweetness. The yield was also very satisfactory and will definitely be grown again. And he's got a video to go along with it too. Really nice. Really nice. Have to add that to my long keeper collection. Professor Klaproth's tip. Okay. Oh, this one sounded cool. This is called South African Black Mystery. South African Black Mystery. Has anybody grown this? The origin of South African Black Mystery is not entirely certain, but it most likely comes from South Africa. And it's a mystery. The origins of the variety are truly mysterious. Someone planted green zebra in their garden, but it grew this tomato. This is why the brown tomatoes were given the nickname mystery. The fruits are average size, have creamy, firm flesh, and very small seed chambers. The taste is rich and sweet with smoky undertones. The strong plants produce plenty of foliage in which lots of fruits are hidden. Beautiful tomato, huh? It's got a brown look to it. I love mysteries. Totally love mysteries. South African Black Mystery. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Tomatenflüster from Austria. If you're in the United States, he does not ship directly to us, but you can private message him. He is in our group in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. His name is Thomas Seidl. Let me get his info. Thomas Seidl, Seidl. You can maybe put a cart together and private message him. He does take PayPal, and he can work out an order to get to you. I didn't take note of how long it took to get to me. It was a few weeks, no longer than a few weeks. But normally I'm good about the actual days, and I forgot with Der Tomatenflüster, but I know it wasn't extraordinarily long, no longer than 2-3 weeks max. Okay, I have a green that I did not own already, to my knowledge. That's surprising. Green Moldovan. I know some of you have grown this. This one's been around for a while. Green Moldovan, as the name suggests, comes from Moldova. The flattened fruits, which are slightly ribbed on the top, take on a beautiful amber tone when ripe, sometimes with a slight redness. The pulp is very juicy and contains many seeds. Yay! I like that. The taste is typically green, very refreshing, sweet and aromatic, with some fruity notes. The fruits ripen quickly, making the green Moldovan a perfect variety for cooler areas. It ranks right at the top of the list of the best green tomatoes. Arena Zacharias also appreciates this variety. Wow. Best greens. Ugh. Is it too late for things to fall into soil? I had some things fall into soil last week that, there was one I went crazy on. What the heck's the name of it? So I feel like there's an M. There's two names M. I don't know, but it germinated. A couple things have been falling into soil this week, and it's really kind of pushing it. But we shall see. What's the worst that happens? I'm not using my last seeds, but green Moldovan sounds phenomenal. Anybody grow it? Brian, if it's not June, if it's not June, it's not too late. Yeah, I know in the past I've done May, and it's been fine. Was this the one that said it's early? 75 days. That might be all right. We shall see. Here's another one that looked and sounded awesome sauce. And I've been seeing this around too and have not ordered it until now. Fantôme du Laos. And I think this is Phil Seneca also. Nope. Is it? No, it's not. My mistake. So this is a white variety. And I don't know that I've grown a white. I'm looking for Phil Seneca's Prince Charming's Bastard. If anybody knows where I can get my hands on those seeds, I would really be so grateful. It looks and sounds amazing. I've had an APB out for these seeds for a while, though I'm not sure I can get my hands on them. But anyway, this is Fantôme du Laos, rare variety originating in Laos. The variety got its name because of its translucent, creamy white epidermis. There is a local legend that says fruits placed on the windowsill glow fluorescently when ghosts approach. The medium-sized beefsteak tomatoes weigh a maximum of 350 grams. The shoulders are slightly ribbed and rounded. The fruits do not burst and store well. The taste is mildly sweet, completely without acid. I'm not sure I like that or not. I like a little acid. The plants, but I know a lot of people are looking for low acid tomatoes, so this would be your tomato. The plants deliver a high yield. Due to lack of acid, the spirit of Laos is well tolerated by people with histamine allergies. Interesting. Let's take a closer look. Beautiful. Let's see what the inside looks like. Oh, wow. Look at the color on that. That is something else. I've got to grow this. Got to grow this. Beautiful. How are we doing on time? We're okay. What do you guys think so far? Oh, Cynthia, Fandom du Laos is one of my faves. Thanks, Cynthia. Good to know. Wow. That says a lot coming from you. Thank you. Nikki, green Moldovan was my first green. It's fantastic. And the reason why I will always have some green tomatoes. Thanks, Nikki. Yeah, I make no secret. My favorite is Malachite box or Malachitovaia shkatulka. Grow it every year, no matter what. It's one of the very few that we're growing again, only because we're growing lots of other tomatoes and lots of other greens. If there's something that knocks our socks off, we need to be able to compare tomatoes to tomatoes. We need our number one there. We can't say, "Ooh, I think this might be better than Malachite box." It's got to be legit. Annette, I'm growing green Moldovan this year. Great to know. Great to know. Whoa, nice longkeeper Notley. Yes, I agree. Ro, you have not grown a GWR yet. We've got to change that, my friend. I think a lot of people are scared to grow green when ripes, but boy, if you have your eyes closed and you bite into, in my opinion, bite into a Malachite box tomato, whew, world explodes. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. So that's Fantôme du Laos. That's very good to know, Cynthia. And who's the other one? That's a green Moldovan. And Nikki, thank you both for your votes on those. It's always helpful to know when people have grown it and what they think. Oh, Olivia, I grew the South African Black Mystery. It was about 9 ounces, mild but tasty. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought mild, but good to know. Thanks, Olivia. Ms. Lauren, I need to practice how to pronounce that. Don't go by me, my friend. Alex from the Lucky Garden channel. I thought I had it nailed. Malachitovaia shkatulka, right? And I said it to him when he was on our show in January. He's like, yeah, not quite. And then I think we went through it live, but I don't remember what it was. Harley of the Swamp Bitch. I'm loving them all. I shouldn't have my notepad next to me right now, but I do. Let me tell you, this is a beautiful website that he has. Let's go back to the homepage. Really organized well. He's got a lot of information on here. Really, oh, you can even get a tomato calendar, a 2024 calendar. That's amazing. And just his thumbnails, which this is another one I ordered. Now his Amber Baron looks a bit different from other companies. I've learned since I've ordered this. I ordered his because it looks spectacular. Amber Baron. If you've grown this, let us know. Breeding of Alifera Vitali from Kazakhstan. He's one of my new to me breeders this year. I'm growing several of his varieties. I don't think I remembered that this was one of his. The fruits consist almost entirely of pulp. Seed pockets are almost non-existent. I see some there. The color is predominantly orange with marbled pink spots. I love that. The taste is wonderfully sweet and fruity. The yield is incredible. The whole plant is full of these great beefsteak tomatoes. The ripening period is a good 80 days, but in a sunny location, it can be grown outdoors. Amber Baron in a sunny, well, that makes sense, right? Shouldn't it be grown outdoors? I guess he's talking greenhouse also. Amber Baron was one of our favorites to grow in 2023 and will certainly be grown again. I'm not big on yellow and orange tomatoes, but I do like bicolors, some bicolors. I love the color on this. This looks very ochre to me, very butterscotchy orange. It says it's got pink ribbing in it. That looks spectacular. So anybody grow it? Let me look at the comments here. Anybody grown? This is not all that unusual, this variety. I don't think I've seen it other places. Cynthia, I need Prince Charming Bastard. I know, me too, my friend. If you find it, and I know Julia Peacock's looking for it too. If one of us finds it, we need to hook each other up if possible. Yeah, I need that. I had it as my most wanted a couple weeks ago, actually a couple weeks in a row. Let me see if I can. Let me see, what episode was that? Let me see. Hang on. I do this most wanted thing. Do I have it on here? No. Well, I'll just share the screen. It's Good Mind Seeds, but he shut down a couple years ago. Hang on. Endangered and heirloom varieties. I heard there's some drama with him. I have no idea what it is, but he's got some great looking tomatoes. Prince Charming Bastard. Where is it? Here it is. You guys see this baby? Look at that. I think it's on Tomato Faifu website also, if I'm not mistaken. This white dwarf tomato is called Prince. It's a dwarf too. Interesting. Prince Charming's Bastard, being a white tomato, very light yellow. It has an excellently fruity flavor that is distant from an old-fashioned tomato taste. It tastes almost like a melon. The freshly ripe fruits are best to eat. As they get super ripe, they lose flavor. Good for containers. The short plants never get very tall and need less soil because of it, as well as dealing with most diseases thrown at them. Medium size makes good for all purposes. Look at this, you guys. Somebody please find Prince Charming's Bastard. I sent an email to Phil Seneca. He did not reply. So I don't know if he's okay or not. I think on his website, he talked about health issues. And it's been down for several years. It looks like at this point. Looks like the last was 2016. So anyway, little sidestep there. Just talking about Phantom du Laus white tomato. Let's remove that, stop screen, and get back to Tomatenflüsterer. Where is he? There we go. None of his seeds can be found. That's not actually true. I've got some of his, but a lot of them can't be found. You're right. And Julia, been after it for literally months and months. No luck. I know, my friend. I know. And yes, Luke, it's only for info on Tomato Faifu. Agree. I've looked too, and I'm really good at research. but this one doesn't seem to be able to be found. I don't know if anybody on Tomato Junction, I've looked on there too. I haven't found it, but we'll see. Maybe someday somebody will uncover seeds like, you know, for B times Macbeth. Looked for that for a while too. And now I've got 3 plants growing and maybe a couple suckers too. Maybe Jen will be getting one tomorrow. We shall see. Don't tell her. I know she's out gardening today, so I doubt she's watching. Although she might be watching on her trip tomorrow too. We'll see. Now you know, Jen, but don't tell her. I took some suckers from B times Macbeth and have rooted some little plants from it. So we shall see. All right. Let's move on, Lauren. What's next? Tomaten Flüster. Don't forget to type #tomato in the comments if you'd like to win. Mallorquin colgados. It's from Spain. Mallorca. Comes from the Spanish island of Mallorca. There it is a very popular variety and an integral part of the local cuisine. The fruits are stored hanging and last for several months. Of course, only in dry climates. Colgado means hang. So it's like a pianolo or de colgar, penjar. There's a bunch of words in different languages that mean hanging for storage. The pulp is dry and firm and therefore ideal for making sauces. In Mallorca, they are mainly used to make tomaquet paem or tomato bread. What they do is they take the tomato with olive oil, they rub the tomato on the bread with olive oil, salt and pepper. Oh, so good. Not that I've been to Spain, but I have made this tomaquet paem tomato bread. Also used in stews. Mallorquin colgados can be eaten fresh, but when cooked, it develops an incredibly good aroma. What other type of tomato can be kept for several months? So this is another in the long keeper pile. These look outstanding. I love the unique shape of them for a long keeper and the color. Oh, look at that interior. I've got to grow this next year. He's got some amazing varieties, does he not? Let me put up again the link to his website. He does not ship to all countries, so if you find that you want to place an order, you can private message him. I'm going to put in the comments again the link to his website, tomatenflüsterer.at, otherwise known as the Tomato Whisperer. I'll put up the banner here, tomatenflüsterer.at. And if you are in the group and would like to order from him and he doesn't ship to you, just private message Thomas. He's great. He and his wife run this company called the Tomato Whisperer from Austria. All right, so that's Mallorquin colgados. This next one, I must say the same thing in front of every variety. This next one sounded interesting, but it did. That's just why I ordered it. Juan Cotelet de Montlouis. Really, look at this beauty. Look at this thing. Come on. Am I showing this, I hope? Yes, I am. Come on. Look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous tomato. Sort of looks like a mushroom basket or something like that. Or orange. Is it orange accordion? I don't know. Those are kind of tasteless, but this one does not sound like it's tasteless at all. Juan Cotelet de Montlouis, or the ripe yellow from Montlouis, originates in France in the Montlouis-sur-Loire region. With its strongly ribbed fruits, the variety is very reminiscent of the various Italian Castelluccio tomatoes. That's right. It's like we grew Castelluccio Genovese a couple of years ago, and Zapotec was very ribbed too, but really great paste tomato. Ripens to yellow, this variety is very productive. The fruits have dense, firm flesh and small, hollow chambers. The taste is not quite as convincing raw, but when cooked, the fruits make a great yellow tomato sauce. Let's look what the videos.
Hier habe ich eine seltene Sorte aus Frank. Jedes Mal hat sie beim
All right, that's a red one.
schon von
Where's the yellow?
Da wird jetzt gleich mal was geerntet.
Oh, he's got a bunch of different in this episode. So here we go. This is
Montlouis-sur-Loire.
Yeah, he's pronouncing it right.
Hier habe ich eine seltene Sorte aus Frankreich. Jean Cotelet de Montlouis. Die stammt aus der Region Montlouis-sur-Loire. Das ist so ähnlich wie die Costoluto Genovese, aber
That is
in Gelb.
gorgeous.
Also stark geriebte Früchte. Historisch kann man die Sorte zurückverfolgen auf das Jahr
Ooh, look at that.
1943. Also ist schon
Smaller
eine
than I thought.
alte Sorte. Ist sehr produktiv. Das Fruchtgewicht liegt so zwischen 100 und 250 Gramm. Da in dem Beet dürfte es ein bisschen zu wenig Wasser bekommen haben.
Very
Es
nice.
gibt schon sehr viel.
Very, very nice. So that's whatever he said. Cotelet de Montlouis from France. Looks like Castelluccio Genovese, but orange or yellow. Very, very nice. Mama EC says the Mallorcan Colgado's yummy. Have you grown it, Mama EC, or you think it looks yummy? I think it looks yummy. Looks like a pumpkin. Hi, rooted in Texas. Love, love, love. Me too. Me too. Yes, Ro, you're right. I thought I was right on the name, but you're right. It reminds me of orange accordion. It does. Although I've heard orange accordion does not taste good. I don't know if anybody can confirm that. All I got was taste fruity from the video. Yeah, taste fruity. Sounds like he liked it, and even better in sauce, much like the red version Castelluccio Genovese. So that is that. What else we got? A couple more. Still got half an hour. I got my friend Sue Ellen from high school. She's got a farm not far from here. We Rob and I here, we live in pretty much the area we grew up in. We love it's out in farm country of New Jersey. Yes, there is such a thing. Out in Hunterdon County, New Jersey. We love it here. So my friend Sue Ellen stayed. She has a farm and she gets tomato plants from us every year. And in exchange, she gives us often she gives us donkey manure. She raises donkeys. So she gets 18 plants, regular tomato plants, one cherry, sun gold every year. I grow some varieties just for her. She loves our tomatoes, but she also likes kind of plain. She doesn't like some of the varieties I like. Let's put it that way. So I grow beefsteak for her every year. Last year, she took a walk on the wild side, and she's Polish. And she decided to grow Polish one I was growing called Zloty Ozorowski, an orange, like saladette sized. She really liked that, as did her Polish dad. So I grew that for her again this year. She likes black crim. She's a little walking on the wild side with that. And then I gave her some other interesting reds. She's not big on the green, so I don't even give her my Bananas Noir because just don't think she would appreciate it. Giving her Sicilian Godfather, giving her Liz Burt, a lot of the extra reds that I had. So, and then Quarantico de Terme, which is a great big paste tomato. Franchi red pear. So I think she'll be happy. Last year I was really stretching to find reds for her. This year we're growing a lot of reds, and like I said, some varieties I'm growing I gave her a Cherokee purple too. She's going to have to deal with some of the stranger ones, but I know she'll be happy. And Domingo and Delicious, I gave her extras. I grew Delicious just for my dad, and I had extras of that too. All right, let's get back to Tomatenflüsterer from Austria. Next one I have here. Anyway, I went on sidetrack on that, just saying I mentioned Sue Ellen because she's coming at 6:00, which is in 30 minutes, to pick up her plants and a couple peppers too. She wanted some bell peppers, and I'm not growing your standard, what's it called? The regular bell pepper, California Wonder. I don't grow anything regular really, but I found some interesting bell peppers that she'll like. Okay, well, I think she'll like. This one's called Corogo. Very interesting shape on these. Look at these little guys. Really, really cool. I'm in love with the shape. That interior, sometimes when they have funky shapes, they look a little bit anemic inside. I love the looks of this Corogo. Let's find out what it's about. It's a rare variety from Africa, from Senegal. The heavily ribbed fruits weigh around 40 to 80 grams. These hang together in panicles of 3 to 5 pieces each. When it comes to taste, the sour note predominates. The variety is well adapted to hot and humid climates, so it can tolerate a fair amount of rain. Corogo is a good tomato for preserving or drying. There's a great similarity to the Trèfle du Togo, which, did I order that too? No, I think I have it already, though. Variety. I suspect both varieties are closely related. Let's take a look at his video.
Diese schöne, kleine, geriebte Tomate, die stammt aus dem Senegal, aus Afrika.
This is outstanding.
Das ist die Sorte Corogo, eine seltene Sorte. Das Fruchtgewicht, das liegt so bei 40 bis 80 Gramm. Jeweils so 3 bis 5 Tomaten hängen da in einer Rispe beisammen. Die Sorte ist sehr ähnlich der Sorte Trèfle du Togo. Ich nehme an, dass die sehr nahe miteinander verwandt sind. Ich finde aber, die Coroga hat etwas kleinere Früchte als die Trèfle du Togo. Aber die Rippung ist sehr ähnlich.
I love it. It reminds me a bit of a variety I'm growing this year that's a rare Italian variety called Nostrano Grasso. It reminds me a little bit of those, although I think those are bigger. I love that this is from Africa. I love tomatoes. Have I told you guys that? I just freaking love tomatoes. Each and every one deserves its own spotlight, which is what I hope to bring you each week. Oh my gosh, it's just terrific. Just terrific. And hats off to you, Thomas. I know you're watching, maybe not live, but the recording. Hats off to you, my friend, for putting together a beautiful shop with great information, wonderful pictures, and videos. So if you guys haven't been on his site yet, check it out. Tomatenflüsterer. I'll put the banner up again. Tomatenflüster.at. I started to say when I first found him, no, it's not the right one. I first found him when I got the seeds for Carl's Emslandtraube. He was the only person that carried them. Oh, if you're just joining, let me just say this again. Tomato Talk Live, Jen and I are meeting in person. We are doing it 2 hours earlier than usual. But if you are in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, or anywhere in driving distance, come see us. We've rented this pavilion, the Lion Pavilion at Letort Park on Pomfret Street in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. We would love if you stop by. We will be there earlier, meet and greet. I'll bring some extra plants. If anybody wants to take a road trip out there, if you'd like more information, you can private message me or Jen and we'll give it to you. But and even if you want to come during our live, that would be terrific. We would love to meet as many members and tomato heads as possible. But let's get back to, hopefully I have it. Get through my grow bag thing. Henry Harrington's again. Okay, here it is. Carl's Emslandtraube. The grandson, Tim Schneidigers, contacted Jen and I. He gave us seeds to grow. I'm growing it this year. It's growing a little slowly, but his 103-year-old grandfather bred this right after World War II. He's still alive, and it's an honor to be growing this variety. I went to do information on it. I only found it from one site, and it was Tomatenflüsterer that Thomas had. So it's the only place I know of that it's for sale. I feel very honored that Jen and I were given seeds for this. They have wild tomato in them. They took a long time to germinate, which Tim warned me about ahead of time, but I got 2 to germinate, which I'm super excited about. Okay, let's get back to some more varieties. So this is Corogo. I saw somebody comment that they were intrigued. Brianna. Hi, Brianna. I'm definitely intrigued. It does look like an accordion cherry, doesn't it, Cheryl? I think a bit bigger though, right? I think accordion cherries are smaller. These kind of look like ribbed saladette, don't you think? Oh, okay, Yvette. Beautiful but bland. Good to know. Good to know. Did you try drying it or cooking it like it suggested for as far as flavor? I think it even said it wasn't the great for fresh eating, but good to know. Good to know. I want to see that again. Let's put that on the screen. So helpful when we hear things from people who have grown it. Because as Tomato Malachite Jen and I say, life is too short for crappy tomatoes. Jen, when I met Jen, year and a half ago, she was one of my very first tomato friends, not Jen Joy, but Malachite Jen or Jennifer Fox. I first met her over on the Baker Creek website. We realized we both love Malachite box tomato. That's how we met. We've developed a friendship. She's wonderful, but she put it into perspective for me not long after we first met. And she said she figures she only has a certain amount of growing seasons left. I hate to think like that. She's younger than I am. I'm 55. I'll be 55 in July. And hopefully I have many, many more decades of tomatoes. But if you think about it like that, yes, there's only a certain amount of growing seasons left. So life's too short for crappy tomatoes. How big are they, says Mama Easy. Let's look again. The 40 to 80 grams. So I don't know if you were just here and saw the video I showed. I'll just show another.
Und die Länder
little
liegen ja nicht
fragment.
allzu weit auseinander.
He
Also
kind of shows it in relation to his hand. Here we go.
eine
So you
wunderschöne geriebte Tomate aus dem
small,
Senegal,
flat.
Korogo.
So really, really cute from Africa. Okay, got a couple more here. And then we've got to allow time to do the drawing. Pretty sure my friend Sue Ellen doesn't want to be on the air. Don't think so. She's not even on Facebook. She doesn't like all that stuff. She's one of my dearest, oldest friends. Scythian Fairy looks very unique. Anybody grow this one? It is Scythian Fairy, or also called Skyphia, is a Russian variety from the Krasnoyarsk. It drives me crazy, I have to say. I know I brutalize names. I do often do like a pronunciation check before I go on the air, but I can't possibly do it with all of them. So, and this goes to mispronouncing your names. I apologize. I really try to get as close as I can. But I have to tell you, it does pain me knowing that I'm mispronouncing things. I can only do what I can do, though. So Scythian or Skyphia. Krasnoyarsk Reservoir near Abakan. There are also the ruins of the oldest stone city in the world, Zinhir, which once belonged to the Scythian civilization. That is why the variety was named in honor of the Scythian civilization. Look at these interesting fruits. Check this out. That's cool. That is very cool. Very different, huh? Sort of like a heart. Very interesting. Very interesting. The fruit shape is exceptional. He says this. Each tomato ends with a cute curved nose. They are slightly ribbed and heart-shaped. The refreshing taste is also striking, sweet with a subtle amount of acidity. The firm fruits store well. I have grown many unusual varieties, but hardly any of them had such an extravagant appearance. Scythian Fairy. Anybody grow these? Brianna reminds me of peppers. I agree, it does. Oh, I love this, Francis. I think growing tomatoes is the fountain of youth. We've all got many, many years of growing to go. That kind of makes me want to cry. Thanks, Francis. Yes. Wishing you all health, abundance, gratitude. I think growing tomatoes keeps us young too. It's got the lycopene in it, which I know is good for you. I've shared many times I have health issues. If I was ever told I couldn't grow tomatoes or I couldn't eat tomatoes, first of all, I'd cry. And this goes for mushrooms too. Oh, if anybody ever told me I shouldn't eat mushrooms, and there has been differing opinions on that. But if anybody told me I shouldn't eat tomatoes, I would do it anyway. I will just tell you that right now. I would never give them up. Growing them, starting from seed, and I didn't always start from seed, by the way. Back in our early days, we picked up plants from a great farm that happens to be close to us, chiliplants.com. If you go on there, they're mainly known for peppers, and those of you who are pepperheads, you may know this farm. Happens to be only 20 minutes from us. They also grow a couple hundred different types of tomatoes, and that's how I got interested in interesting varieties. That was my first Cherokee Purple came from there. And Coyote. Coyote was first picked up from a plant there. But now, obviously, we grow from seed and absolutely love it. They still have a business there, and I think they ship tomato plants now too. That used to be only pick up at their farm, but now they used to only ship chilies around the country, around the US at least. Now they ship tomatoes too. Oh, Robin. Lauren only needs 4 more people to subscribe to hit 800 subscribers. Hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Sue Ellen, is that you? I told her I was coming off the air at 6 o'clock. Somebody just walked in my house. It's kind of early for Rob. Maybe Jake went out. Thank you, Robin. That's very, very sweet. So yes, hit subscribe if you don't subscribe. So back to Scythian Fairy. This looks awesome. Let's look at his video. I know I'm making this go longer, but
Schaut euch diese
look at this.
lustig geformten Früchte an.
Cool.
Das ist die Sorte Scythian Fairy
Scythian Fairy.
oder auch Scyphea genannt. Das ist eine russische Sorte aus dem Gebiet der Krasnojarsker Stauseen in der Nähe von Abakan. Und dort befinden sich auch die Ruinen der ältesten Steinstadt der Welt, ziehen hier. Und das war ja der Sitz der skythischen Zivilisation. Und da liegt es also nahe, dass man diese Sorte halt nach den Skythen benannt. Und deswegen heißt sie Scythian Fairy. Nette Geschichte, finde ich.
Really neat, huh? I've never seen another tomato that looks like it. Olivia says beautiful. And Nicole, such an interesting shaped tomato. I really want to bite the end. That's what I just do. Jerry, I love mushrooms too. I have a kit to grow them for the first time this year. I've done several of those. They're great. They're great. What is it? Root to... Oh gosh, I can't think of the name of this company. They do these great, there's many kits now. I think they were the first. I heard them on an interview, I think on Kevin from Epic Gardening's podcast, which now is called The Beat, I think. But the creators of that mushroom kit, Back to Roots. I'm pretty sure about that. Back to Roots. They have oyster mushroom kits. I've done the pink and the white oyster mushroom kits, and some others as well. They're fantastic. You can reuse them. I grind once the kit is done. I take the substrate from inside. I sprinkle it up and I put it in my compost pile in the back, just to get more mushrooms in my soil. They're fun. If I could grow, I wish I've looked into like permanent kits. I would also like a shiitake log. I've heard you can reuse those all year round, and I keep meaning to look into that. And Jennifer Fox grows wine cap mushrooms, and she keeps sending me information to grow those too. I need to look into it. We eat a lot of mushrooms, and I'm not talking white mushrooms. I don't do white. I don't do brown. I'm a little bit of a mushroom snob, I have to say. Even portobellos, I really don't do. Shiitake is about as run-of-the-mill as I get. Shiitake, I love maitake mushrooms, king oyster, blue oyster. Maitake is also known as hen of the woods. Weed, I've shared before, we're plant-based, and so good mushrooms is often our protein, but they're costly. So if I could grow them myself, that would be great. All right, back to tomatoes, though. So that is Scythian Fairy. Really interesting variety. Okay, here's another one. I think this was the first one I showed a picture of and held up the packet. This one's called Little Purple Heart. Am I still showing? Yes, Little Purple Heart. I discovered Little Purple Heart in dear Elfie's garden in 2022 and immediately took seeds with me to grow myself. Unfortunately, Elfie couldn't tell me much about its origins. Oh, I love that. But I don't know of another heart-shaped cocktail tomato in this color. 8 to 10 fruits per form a panicle, a cluster, I guess that means. The fruit weight is 15 to 20 grams. The flesh is very firm and tomatoes really crack when you bite into them. The aroma is very spicy. Let's look at the interior. Ooh, nice. Spicy, similar to the large dark tomatoes. The plants are very vigorous and easily reach 2 meters with several shoots. Little Purple Heart is an unusual strain. You won't find another one like it. Sold. Sign me up. I want to grow this. I want to grow this. It sounds outstanding. I love varieties like that. Does he have a he does have a video, of course.
Hier ich eine weitere Sorte aus dem Sortenschatz der Elfi. Little Purple Heart heißt diese kleine herzförmige Tomate in Cocktailgröße. Zu der Sorten gibt es keine Infos im Netz. Ich habe schon intensiv recherchiert und überhaupt nichts rausgefunden. Die Elfi hat sie wohl von einer Tauschpartnerin einmal bekommen. Mehr hat sie mir jetzt auch nicht mitteilen können. Ich kenne keine zweite, einfach so einzigartig ist vom Aussehen.
Wow.
Wie gesagt, es gibt keine zweite Sorte in dieser Ausprägung.
Little Purple Heart. Boy, I chose well. Oh, Jerry, I have the North Spore Blue Oyster Mushroom Kit. That's the company that Jen uses for Wine Cap, and I've been shared that company so many times, and I keep meaning to go in there and just bite the bullet. That's, yeah, they're quite different than the Back to Roots brand. That's something special you've got there. I've got to look into that. Mary, what a pretty little cocktail mater. I agree. Mary, I don't know if you were here, but you won one of the Henry Harrington's packets. Congratulations. Liz Still and I decided to draw names for 20 instead of 10, and you were one of the winners. So congratulations. Nicole said those sound wonderful. They absolutely do. All right, we've got 2 more. We can do this. Nicole, I love mushrooms. I know. Me too. I just love them. And we're out at the moment. I should have gone grocery shopping today, but did not. Okay, next one. 2 more. This next one's called Roprico Paste. I haven't normally, historically, I should say, been a fan of paste tomatoes, but I'm growing several this year. That Pomodoro Quar di Antico Terme has these paste tomatoes that are huge. I'm growing Arbolette paste. I forgot to mention I'm growing San Marzano for Sue Ellen too. I'm not planting any ourselves, but San Marzano is always a popular one to give away, so I grew those for her. What other paste ones? Carol Chico's Big Paste Black. Growing quite a few. So I haven't historically, I've grown 2 that I like. I liked, what's the name of it? Oh my gosh, very popular heirloom paste tomato. I'll think of it. Also liked one called Russian pepper stripe or Perzividny, something else. It's like a striped paste tomato. What the heck is the Opalka? Opalka is what I'm trying to think of. That was a good paste tomato. This year we're growing several, like I mentioned, so we'll have to see. And some storage tomatoes too. Banyal Bufar, Anarita, and one a Ramelet Cal de Papa from Spain that a member sent me from Spain. It's from his father's region in Spain, so that's a special one. So those are the 3 long keepers that I'm growing. I think there's one more. Another one slipped into soil. What the heck is it? Starts with a D, Italian one. I'll think of it. Anyway, Roprico Paste is an old traditional variety from Italy. Compared to the well-known San Marzano tomato, it ripens earlier. The addition paste already gives an indication of the variety's main application. It's ideal for sauces, soups, and preserving, but it also tastes good fresh, mild with little acid. The intense red fruits end in a small point. The compact plant only grows a meter high. Roprico paste is extremely robust and suitable for cooler regions where San Marzano takes longer to ripen. And it says it's profitable too, but I assume that means is productive. So beautiful. Raproca paste. I love the gloss on that. Love the gloss on that. Do they have a video? Gosh, he's got videos on all of these. That's fabulous.
Hier habe ich wieder mal eine tolle Pasta-Tomatensorte. Raproca Paste, eine traditionelle Sorte aus Italien. Eine Buschtomate mit so eierförmigen, länglichen Früchten, ähnlich der bekannten San Marzano. Die hat als Pasta-Tomate hat sie natürlich ein trockenes Fruchtfleisch mit wenig Saft.
Very nice. Very nice. Thomas, you have a beautiful site, beautiful videos. I love being able to go to your site and having everything one-stop shopping, literally. Miss Alex M, who can I order long keeper from? I'm not sure if you mean there's a variety called long keeper, or if you're talking long keepers in general. But if you're in the group, if you go to our group guides, I have a long keeper resource sheet with links on a variety of long keepers. I also mentioned at the beginning of the episode that Meraki Seeds is having a sale right now. Hang on, let me get this up. Meraki Seeds in Greece is having a 40% off sale right now from May 8th till 12th. If you go to merakiseeds.com, she has a lot of long keepers. Or if you're referring to the long keepers that I've been talking about today, we had two, didn't we? There was, oh, now I'm forgetting. But there was two, if you watch back, there were two that Mallorquin Calgados, and there was another one. Anyway, you can, if you're looking, so it's Tomaten Flüsterer, which is what the store I've been talking about today. We only have a couple minutes, gang. Make sure you type in hashtag tomato if you haven't already. So yeah, the long keepers I've been talking about today can be, you can look at them here if you are in the United States or he doesn't ship to you. Private message Thomas Seidl to order. But if you're talking about the actual variety called long keeper, I think it's pretty easy to find. If you just Google long keeper, it's pretty easy to find. All right, one more variety, and then we're done. Sad but true. Last one's called Soul Patch. I should mention that there are 10 seeds per pack, and he has a order limit, a minimum of 3 packs of seeds that you must order. All right, this one's from the United States. Imagine that. Soul Patch. It's a cross between Orange Pixie and Aces High. That's beautiful, is it not? The Soul Plaster was bred by master breeder Blaine Horton. The fruits have an unusual rare color. These could be described as bronze or as burnt sienna, after the ochre-colored earth around the city of Siena, I should say. The color comes from the transparent skin. Green shoulders are also typical. The fruits have very juicy pulp with lots of gel and seeds. The taste is sweet and rich. As a bush tomato, the variety only grows to around 1 meter high and is well suited for cultivation in pots. Imagine that. Let's take a look at his video.
Hier habe ich die Sorte Soul Patch, eine Züchtung von Blaine Horton aus den USA. Die Früchte sind so bronzefarben.
Oh, they're bigger than I thought.
So ein gebrannter Sienna-Look, eine eher seltene Farbe. Die Früchte haben eine klare Haut und so leicht grüne Schultern. Also kommt dann so ein schöner Bronzeton raus. Die Sorte stammt eben von Blaine Horton. Er hat dabei die Sorten Orange Pixie und die ein saftiges Fruchtfleisch haben. Sehr viel Gel und Samen sind da drin vorhanden.
Ooh, that looks good.
Der Geschmack der Früchte ist süß, würzig, reichhaltig. Also genau das Geschmack.
All right, so that was Der Tomaten Flüsterer and Thomas Seidl and his beautiful, beautiful website. If you're interested in ordering from him, you could private message him. He is in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. Or if you're in his neck of the woods, he will ship to you. Really, really fantastic varieties and great. These seed packets, you just Everything's right there, right there, right on the packet. Love it. All right, I think that's it. If you're just joining us, tomorrow is my big meet and greet. Jen and I are meeting in person for the very first time. Super excited about it. Doesn't seem real yet, even though it's happening. So we're going to be, our halfway point is Carlisle, Pennsylvania. We've rented a pavilion at Latort Park. It's the Lion Pavilion. We've rented that. The show will be starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we will be there beforehand. We would love to have you stop by. Take the afternoon off. Come take a road trip. I'll bring some extra plants with me. And yeah, let us know if you're going to come by. We'll definitely love to see you there. Meet as many tomato heads as possible. So Jen and I know I'm going to cry. She has said the same thing. What a gift that we can drive to each other. It's 2 hours each way for both of us. And it seems like we've known each other all our lives. So this will be a great treat. So make sure if you're around, come by, take a road trip. We're doing it. It'll be fun. We'll have a meetup. Okay, let's give away. So I'm going to give away 5, again, draw 5 names. These are the varieties that will be given away. You will have a choice of Evan at Heirloom Seed House has donated a ton of packets of seeds for us to give away. He has heirloomseedhouse.com. He's been very generous to TLC. Just finished in April. He offered 30% off coupon just for our group. So check out heirloomseedhouse.com. He has a lot of great lawn keepers. In fact, I did an episode in January, an interview with him talking specifically about lawn keepers. So if you look at that guide in our group guides, my lawn keeper database spreadsheet, resource sheet, whatever you want to call it, I have a link to our interview. It's on my YouTube channel. He talks all about lawn keepers. He shows us some of his actual lawn keepers that were still kicking in January. So he's given us, everybody will get their choice of Livingston's Golden Queen, Crispiana, which I think is a lawn keeper, Orange Caprese, which is an orange paste tomato, Sensei, which I had to take off of my grow list this year at the last minute, and I'm kind of wishing I didn't, and Lucid Gem, a variety we grew last year, beautiful variety. So everybody gets their choice and a coupon for 10% off. So you can let me know, private message me if you're one of the winners, and you can let me know which one of those you want. All right, let's get our giveaway thing. Wonder how many people we had watching today. Let's see. Giveaway tool. How many entries did we have? 70. That's really good. Okay. Let's draw some 5 names. Lots of prizes to give away. I'm going to be behind for the rest of my life. But as long as you guys are understanding, I appreciate that very much. Adrian Sample. Congrats, Adrian. I should mention, if you're not in TLC, to PM me. Let me add in my email address. You can email me. All right, there's my email address. LERNIE@me.com. So you can private message me or email me. Congrats, Adrian. Our next one is South Louisiana. Congratulations, South Louisiana. You can private message me or email me. Number 3. I'll say this again. If there's a variety that you want to get in for this year, just let me know and I will move you up. Cheryl, I owe you another thing, Cheryl. At least one other thing. Congrats, my friend. Yeah, so if you'd like to grow it this year, just say, can you move me up? And I will do that. Otherwise, I'm trying to go in order. I still have stuff from March. Mama EC, congrats, Mama EC. And one more. A. Miller. Congratulations, Abe Miller. Congrats to all of you and our Henry Harrington's winners. We had a lot of prizes to give out today. And thank you again, Liz Still, for your generosity in the Henry Harrington's giveaway. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. So it's 2 hours earlier than usual. We, since we're going to be driving home after this, we want to drive home at a reasonable hour. We'd like the opportunity to meet you guys. And also we wanted to do it a bit earlier to try to get as many people from overseas to be able to watch at a reasonable hour. So you're welcome. Congratulations. Congratulations. Cool. Email me. Yes. If I don't answer right away, it's just a busy couple days. So I will definitely get to it this weekend. Oh, it's Haley. I was wondering who Adrian was. Congrats, Haley. Congratulations to all of you. Rooted in Texas. Pray y'all have a good time and good weather. It's going to rain. It looks like it's going to rain, which is why we took the safe route and got a pavilion. At least there's like, I think, an 80% chance that it's going to rain at the time of our show tomorrow night. So, but that's okay. We thought about I actually booked a hotel room for us this morning, and then we both talked about it and kind of canceled. And we don't need a hotel room. We thought outside would be great. We saw these gazebos and stuff and thought that could be nice too. But this pavilion, I spoke with the Parks and Rec department in Carlisle. They're excited about our show. And yeah, so and this was a lot cheaper than the hotel room too. Francis, it's cool. We feel like we know lots of people in this group. That is true. That is absolutely true. And thank you, Olivia. We will drive safe. And looking forward to, I think Ben's coming too. Jen said Ben is coming to videotape our actual live meeting, which will be really nice. I'm sure it will be emotional, no doubt, no doubt. So hope to see you all tomorrow. First meeting of many, I'm sure. Yeah, me too. Now that I don't know why we never figured it out that we're only 2 hours, 2 hours each way. That's doable. She drives like that to her work every day, believe it or not. So anyway, all right, I got to go. Sue Ellen's on her way over. So thank you guys for joining me for this week's Lawrence Tomato Awesome Sauce. Thank you, Thomas Seidl from Tomaten Flüster, for your awesome varieties. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. It will be recorded if you can't watch us live, but if you can watch us live, and if you can drive to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, come on and see us. I can give you the information on the park again. So peace and love. Get your gratitude on and go grow tomatoes. Bye, gang. See you tomorrow.